Let's now go to the auditor report that was released in the course of last week. A sister company, so to say, they have the same father, the same mother with UCAP. As a matter of fact, if you look at them, they are still sister companies. If you look at some of the board members, as a matter of fact, let me be specific. Peter Ashade was the immediate past managing director of Africa Prudential. He is now the managing director of UCAP. Okay, and as we speak today, he's still a director in Africa Prudential. I don't want to say of others, okay, but I can tell of all the board members in African Prudential. So they released their audited report to the market. Looking at this result, without further information, someone will criticize Idiom. Okay, why? You would think that this company is not doing anything. In fact, some of the things that were said at the association platform level was that some people said, no, but for COVID restriction, they will have bombarded their annual general meeting and tell him it's not doing well. But I have something different. Okay? Now, looking at what we have here, the profit after tax declined by 2.17%. The turnover grew marginally by 0.37%. Earning per share of 71 kobo from 72 kobo. Then price of 735 kobo. PE ratio 10.39. Earnings yield 9.62%. Profit margin 40.18% growth. And a dividend of 50 kobo. Malam, looking at it without further information that I want to share, that I think I already shared with you, will you say Africa Prudential is a buy or sell?
I will say sell, because this is the irrational behavior of the market. This stock is giving you 50 kobo. UCAP is giving you 1 naira 50 kobo. Two of African Prudential will buy you 1 UCAP. So why didn't you go and take 1 naira 50 kobo and sell 2 of these and gain some plus? Then holding a stock with 50 kobo at 7 naira, while a stock at 14 naira with 1 naira 50 kobo you are not buying. They are not much. They are already overpriced, because even by their earnings, today is trading at 7 naira plus. More than 10 times of the earning. UCAP have 1 naira 86 kobo. If UCAP to be 10 times, it will be 18 naira. So this is when the market behave irrational, you become a rational investor, do the needfuls.
Okay, Aruna.
I think what really happened here, why it's even showing 735 kobo, was because the market felt they are going to do as much as UCAP. It rallied up to 1850 kobo, if I'm not mistaken. But the fact is that when this result came, the market discovered that this is only what they can bring to the board. But I can believe you that during this week we are entering to, you might find this stock lower than what we are saying.
Well, I'm an analyst, they are market operators. From what I've seen and information that I have, Malam will argue a little bit. It is not only one equity that makes the market. African Prudential is there, UCAP is there. And I cannot say because African UCAP is doing well, I should not invest in Africa Prudential. What are some of the information that we got to know? Number one, analyzing the operation of Africa Prudential before now. 70% of their turnover, their revenue, their income was realized from customers' funds in their custody. They invest this, they turn it around, and they make a lot of money from there. And that opportunity says, this organization should actually, if not that they are proactive and they are hardworking, their turnover should actually be lower than this. But what did they decide to do? If you look at their share registration business, they still grew their income by nothing less than 65%. It could be more. Right? But they are now diversifying into other businesses, which is also growing. Therefore, Yes, the market might price Africa Prudential low for now, but subsequently, I think it is more of a stock for the future because of what they are doing. Okay, Malam, you have anything against what I've just said?
I have none.
Aruna?
No, the only thing is that I will wait for their quarter one if it now shows that actually what
Let me now tell you, quarter one might be too short. You know why? I see these days when I analyze stock, Malam, what I'm bringing into it is my practical experience, particularly in manufacturing. I've been on one for 3 years. If I'm not mistaken, this month makes it 3 years. But do you know what? I cannot go into the company's account and take 500,000 naira. Of course, we pay salary. We meet our expenses. But to now declare, Malam, do I not call you to ask for money? So when you are going into a new operation, like what Idiong is doing, you don't expect to see the result in 3 months. In the next 1 year, Idiong might still be building up its turnover, but what I'm seeing here is trying to ensure that though the new business is not yielding geometrically as they expect, but is trying to keep fit and ensure that its turnover and its profit is within the range of what it used to be, even when they have plenty of money to work on. Because of that, Malam, don't you think that one should rather look at this equity, maybe when the price comes lower a little bit, one should just invest rather for medium and long term instead of looking at the short term in it?
Well, in both ways, I can tell you that precisely registering business for African Prudential, I respect them. At least they have got one additional company, Boa Food, which is trailing about 1 trillion. And this is an addition to the company. And when you are getting more company listed into you, it shows the confidence the investors have on you. I believe that it has the potential of the future. But as at today, we look at what is available in the market. I look, where do I go?
Because again, let me even look at some of the things that when it comes to additional register, if I'm not mistaken, I think they would even, I don't have the time to be looking at all the information at my disposal now, but I can tell that they got more register than just one. I have the information, but again, time will fail me to begin to look at those things for now. The summary is that if you are investing in Africa Prudential, you should rather look at more of the long, medium to long term than the short term. And that is what the market offers you. Equities you can hold, you can buy for the short term. Equities you should buy and hold for the medium term and the one for the long term. If you go to invest in equity that you ought to hold for the medium and long term in the short term, you stay too long, you lose money. And those that you ought to invest in the short term, you don't necessarily, all those RT Briscoe, SCOA, they are just for short term. You don't hold them.
1 month, 2 months.
You don't hold them for medium term. Okay.